Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tanks Gaming with another War Thunder video. Today I thought I'd just show you a short little video from which I just did on the map Poland. It's not one of my best, but it was a quite decent game, and I finish off an Achilles anti-tank, which is basically the British version of the M10, if I'm not wrong. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I heard, or that's what I figured out so far, that this is like I said, the British version of the M10 Wolverine, or actually, it could be actually the M18 Hellcat as well, but the British version of it. Well, anyway, I'm first here in my M4 Sherman, which is still pretty stock, maybe even completely stock. Now, I think I have the tracks researched. I'm not quite sure. Either I have the tracks already researched in this video, or I haven't. I'm not quite sure which one of the games it was, because we had a painter in the house. I wasn't doing live commentating to this game. I just after the match ended, I hit the shadow play record button, and now I'm doing the commentary. So that's the reason why I'm not quite sure if this was before or after I had researched the tracks. I haven't researched anything else on the M4 Sherman yet, because it's kind of tough. I mostly get in tier 3 games, and I'm not doing that great against tier 3 vehicles without the researched ammo, the next tier of ammo, because I barely do any penetration. Like you see here, I did a bouncer from the on the lower glacis. Well, I mean, the angle is pretty bad, but still the same here. I can't get through. I guess with the other armor ammo I probably would get through. They take out my gunner, my driver, so I can't drive back, I can't shoot at the moment. I can use the machine gun, and I try to pepper it. I've been told, or I've seen in other videos, that you actually can increase your experience and money you gain by just getting some machine gun hits, because you can take out some U-ports, how it's called, but not binoculars. What's the good English word for it? Probably also periscope. At least in German we used to call it periscope in the tanks. When I was in the army, we had to clean it every Friday. Even though I wasn't the driver of the APC, I was manned. If I was a member of the infantry squad in the back, so we helped each other out, to the driver, the gunner, and this was actually the vehicle crew, and the rest of the crew, the commander and the rest of the guys in the back were just like infantry. But we helped each other out, so that's the reason why I know it's called periscope. If you guys wonder, I was driving, I was manning, or I was part of the crew of the platoon. We were driving Piranhas. It's basically the striker without the big gun on the top. We just had a 50 cal machine gun on top of it, but otherwise it's pretty much the same. So you see here, I got through the gun mantlet of this tank back there, got through, but that is actually already my M4A3, or is it the A1? I think it's the A1, and he has the better gun, not the better gun, but yeah, probably also the better gun. But definitely has also I have already researched the next tier of ammo, which has a higher penetration and a higher damage value. It penetrates and it explodes inside, not just penetrate or just explode, like you see in the top two ammunition choices you can have, number 1 and number 2, which are the basic ammunition choices, the shot and the shell. And I think that's like the third one is like a combination of both. It's like the shell, which does the penetrating, and the shot, which is other way around. The shell, which is doing the the explosion, and the shell, which is doing the explosion, and the shot, which is doing the penetration, or which has the higher penetration. So they took out my track here. and I couldn't move. I still can move with the operating track. I will turn on the spot, but I thought in the way I'm standing right now, I'm pretty safe. And I actually just will start an air battle in a second here. Yep. Nah, I have to repair again. They took out the track right away. Tried to take out this concrete part of the fence back there in order to have a clear line of sight and might be able to see some tanks there and get some shots in while I'm repairing. But I'm nearly done repairing, and there I start the air battle. Because I thought, yeah, well, there are 3 enemy planes coming in and nobody of my teammates choose to get the opportunity and take down the enemy bombers. I didn't do that great. I mean, I take down the Spitfire, but the Spitfire takes me down as well. So that was a very short air battle. I did another game today where I actually took down 2 enemy planes, and I think it was 1 tank as well, or a light fighting vehicle. So anyway, the tank is still in good shape except for the tracks, and I think I got slight engine damage, but I still have my whole crew, and that's where I mess up, I think. Nah, it's the next corner. On the next corner I'll decided to do something stupid. Or will it be the corner after that? I'm not quite sure if I remember correctly. Yeah, there was nothing. Yeah, it will be the next corner. I will drive to the left over here. And yeah, there was a SU-180. What was it? Not a 180. There was an SU anti-tank, and there's a Gallipoli from our side. I'm just not penetrating it from the front at the moment. But I think I damaged the gun mantlet enough, so that's why I choose to stick around. But there was another tank coming from behind, an allied tank, and I get an assist for that. They took him out. So I drive across the field here. A is at the moment belonging to us. So there is another tank. I get a very nice shot in. Don't move. That was just onto the tracks, and I think I just got an assist for that as well. But he wasn't suspecting me. He was shooting all the way down towards A, capture point A, where some allied tanks were, and I got the ground force rescue there because I did enough damage, or I took him out, which gives a nice little credit and experience boost in the end. And that's actually the corner where I mess up. I shouldn't have driven out that far because the reverse on this tank is just so slow. Well, I hit the fuel tank of this anti-tank there, but he took out my tracks and I realized it too late. So I didn't realize that I was just turning my tank and not actually driving further back. So I stay in a very, very bad way here. But still, our allied Gallipoli is putting down some shells, some rockets, and I thought, yeah, well, maybe I see another one. But there is anti-tank I just couldn't see, but he clearly saw me, and he took one in. He put one into me. It was an M10 motor carriage, 3-inch motor carriage. Yep, there he was, just between the bushes. So now I choose the M4A3, the 105mm howitzer gun on it. Now actually the fun part is coming up. So we still have A for the moment, and we will keep it till the rest of the rest of the match. So my decision here was just like, yeah, well, it's pretty much over. Just drive in, might get another kill or two, or do at least some damage. So I thought I might get some machine gun hits in there, and I have to tell you guys, if you play enough Armored Warfare or World of Tanks, if you stop accelerating, if you take your finger away from W, your tank will stop almost immediately. It's something that doesn't happen in War Thunder. It's quite realistic, even in a arcade battle mode. And yeah, that's what you saw there, just driving into town. I actually wasn't accelerating and was waiting to stop to get an aimed shot at him, and I realized that I still wasn't going. That's why I used the machine gun. So I let the Stuck go in front, because I just drive up to the same corner I was before, which isn't that smart. But I thought, hey, when the Stuck goes ahead, I might be able to get some assist in, or even steal a kill or so. And that's what I actually did there. I took out, I think it was a T-17, a wheeled vehicle with, I think, a 20mm gun. And now here comes the fight against the Achilles. I saw him on the minimap. He just took a shot, and lucky for me, I get one into his into his gears. I damage his gun mantlet. No, not the gun mantlet, the gun breech. I damage his tracks again. He's turning his turret ever so slowly, and I thought, hey, I need to get out of the way. So that's what I'm doing here. I get through with the machine gun on top there a little bit. I put one into his engine deck and damage his tank. I think I even set him on fire. But he puts out the fire quite quickly. But there I put one in again, and I think that's when I blew up his engine. You see the fire came out there for a short while. Through his exhaust pipe or his cooling grill. I put another one in. I just couldn't kill that guy. I don't know why. But it looks like either he has given up, or he's just not able to actually turn his turret anymore. So there I finally got the kill shot in, but I think he used artillery and tried to take me down. And that's pretty much it. We will win in a second here. I'm just driving around. I haven't found any other enemies. So anyway guys, thanks you very much for watching this video. If you did like the video, please hit the like button. You can also subscribe to my channel or follow me on Facebook or Twitter. The links are in the video description. So one more time, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!